My name is Claire. I'm 34 years old, and today I'm going to tell you about the day I walked into my ex husband's house and saw my own painting hanging on his wall. The painting he claimed was his. You know what it feels like to see your own work stolen? To see something you created with your heart and soul being displayed by someone who contributed nothing, who took everything from you? Let me take you back to where it all started. Um, I met David when I was 24. He was charming, successful, confident, a businessman with big dreams and even bigger bank accounts. I was a struggling artist, painting in a tiny studio apartment, barely making rent. Um, he swept me off my feet. Um, Expensive dinners, weekend trips, gifts I could never afford. Within a year, we were married. At first, everything seemed perfect. He supported my art, or at least I thought he did. He'd smile when I showed him my work. "That's nice, honey," he'd say, but I could see it in his eyes. He didn't really care. As time went on, things changed. He started making comments. Um, "Claire, when are you going to get a real job? This painting stuff doesn't pay the bills. Maybe you should focus on being a better wife." A better wife. Like my dreams didn't matter. I tried to balance everything. I'd paint at night after cooking dinner, cleaning the house, attending his business events. I became the perfect corporate wife, smiling, hosting parties, making small talk with clients. But my art, that was mine. The one thing I wouldn't give up. I created some of my best work during those years. Pieces that came from deep pain, frustration, longing. One painting in particular was special. I called it Crimson Dreams. Deep reds mixed with gold, abstract but emotional. It represented everything I felt, trapped but still dreaming. I spent 3 months on it. Every brushstroke was intentional. Every color choice meant something. It was my masterpiece. David never even looked at it properly. He walked past it in my studio like it was wallpaper. Our marriage lasted 8 years. 8 years of me shrinking myself, making myself smaller, quieter, less. Then he left me for his 25-year-old secretary named Ashley. Cliche, right? "Claire, you've lost your spark," he said. "You're not the woman I married anymore." I wanted to scream. I wanted to tell him that he was the one who dimmed my spark, who made me feel like my passion was worthless. But I didn't. I just packed my bags and left. The divorce was quick. He kept the house, most of the money. I didn't fight. I was too broken. I just wanted out. I left almost everything behind: furniture, clothes, and yes, my paintings. I couldn't bear to look at them. They reminded me of years wasted, of dreams deferred. I moved into a small apartment across town, started over, got a job at a local art supply store. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills. Slowly, I started painting again. At first, it hurt. Every brushstroke reminded me of what I'd lost, but gradually it became healing. Art became my therapy. I started selling pieces online, small sales at first, then bigger ones. People connected with my work. They felt what I felt. 3 years passed. I built a small but loyal following. Uh, I wasn't rich, but I was happy. Happier than I'd been in years. Then one day, my friend Melissa called me. "Claire, you have to see this." David's new wife posted pictures of their house renovation on social media. "Why would I care?" I asked. "Just look, trust me." I opened the link she sent. Ashley had posted a series of photos showing off their newly decorated living room. Expensive furniture, designer curtains, and there, hanging prominently on the main wall, was a painting, my painting, Crimson Dreams. My heart stopped. I zoomed in. It was definitely mine. Every detail, every brushstroke, the signature in the corner that I always did. a small C hidden in the design. The caption read, "So proud of this original artwork by my talented husband. David has such an artistic eye. This piece is worth over $10,000. Before I tell you what happened next, hit that subscribe button real quick. I stared at that post for an hour. My hands were shaking. He was claiming my work as his own. Not only that, he was selling the narrative that he created it. I called Melissa back. Did you see it? That's your painting, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. I painted it during our marriage. I left it when I moved out. Claire, you need to do something about this. She was right. But what? Confront him? He'd deny it. Sue him? I didn't have money for lawyers. Then I had an idea. I took a photo of the painting from Ashley's post. Then I went through my old files. I still had progress photos, photos I'd taken while creating Crimson Dreams, step by step documentation of the entire process. Me in my studio, the canvas half finished, different stages of completion. The date stamps on the photos proved I made it years ago. During my marriage to David, I also had my original sketches, the preliminary drawings I'd done before starting the painting. I created a side by side comparison. My progress photos next to Ashley's post. The evidence was undeniable. Then I posted it on social media, a long post explaining everything, how David dismissed my art during our marriage, how I left the paintings behind during the divorce, how he was now claiming my work as his own and profiting from it. I tagged Ashley. I tagged David. I tagged everyone we mutually knew. The post went viral. Within hours, hundreds of people shared it. Art communities picked it up. Local news outlets reached out. Comments poured in. This is art theft. He's a fraud. Poor Claire. She deserves justice. David called me. His voice was panicked. Claire, take that post down. Now. Why? It's the truth. You're making me look bad. This is defamation. Defamation? I have proof, David. Photos. Documentation. You stole my work and claimed it as yours. That's not defamation. That's fact. You left those paintings. They were abandoned property. That doesn't give you the right to claim you created them. He hung up, but the damage was done. Ashley deleted her post, but screenshots existed everywhere. David's reputation took a massive hit. His business associates saw the posts. Clients questioned his integrity. An art gallery reached out to me. They'd seen my work online. They wanted to feature my paintings in an upcoming exhibition. I couldn't believe it. After years of struggling, I was finally being recognized. The exhibition was incredible. My paintings sold. People wanted more. I got commissions, interview requests. My career took off in ways I never imagined. And David? He sent me an email, a long, rambling message about how sorry he was, how he never meant to hurt me, how he always knew I was talented but was too proud to admit it. Too little, too late. I didn't respond. He didn't deserve my words. But I did do one thing. I used some of the money from my painting sales to hire a lawyer. I sent David a cease and desist letter. He had 30 days to return all of my paintings still in his possession or face legal action. He complied. Every single painting I'd left behind was delivered to my apartment, including Crimson Dreams. I hung it in my new studio, not to display, but as a reminder that my art matters, that I matter. My ex-husband tried to steal my work, tried to take credit for my talent, but the truth came out and justice was served. Today, I'm a successful artist. I have gallery shows. My work sells for thousands. I've been featured in art magazines. I teach workshops. And David, last I heard, he and Ashley are divorced. Turns out she left him for someone richer. Karma is funny that way. I pointed at that painting and said, "That's mine." His face went pale because he knew he was caught. He knew the truth was about to come out. And it did. My art was never just a hobby, it was never little projects. It was my voice, my soul, my legacy. And no one, not even my ex husband, could take that away from me. That's my story.